I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. The Bible says in the book of Exodus that the people saw the deeds of Moses, but Moses knew the ways of the Lord. So you can see spectacular miracles. You can see big infrastructures. You can see several services run by your general overseer. But do you know the principles? Do you know the process? Do you know the PROICE or the PROIZE? When I was building this house, my eldest son was in an expensive private university in this country studying medicine. Though he had always said he wanted to school overseas. And so he came doctor's child, Jebota, Soku Soku, Sopo Sopo. And he was just doing his hands as if I told him, come, 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 come. You know, when you want to deck a building, you put planks, then you put rods. Sometimes you need to lift the rods with granite so that cement can enter under them. But in between the planks in those days, we didn't have flat polythene that we could put or we could not afford. So I got him empty sachets, water packets. I told him to block in between the planks for this floor. When he finished, I gave him water to drink. And I told him, do you know why I told you to block in between the planks? He said, no. I said, my son, I made you to block in between the planks so that you will know how we built this building, the pain it took us to build this building, so that you will not sell it when I'm dead. When we were decking the other one, some of the granite fell into the gutter. I told my last boy, who is in Europe now, to enter the gutter and pack the granites out. He said, me? I said, yes, go into the gutter, pack them out. And he did. And then the children, young men were filling classrooms with laterite. And I told him, these boys are filling this room with laterite for 400 naira. I will pay you 500 naira, but fill one classroom with laterite. And he filled a classroom. He walked, and I paid him. I told him, do you know why I did that? He said, no. I said, so that you will know the pain it took us to build this school, so that you will not sell it when I die. When he came from Europe, he entered my office, carried my chairs out, and started cleaning. Some of the teachers did not know he was my son. During COVID, I was in the farm with him. Came from Europe. He will carry cucumbers on his head. My daughter will carry cucumbers in her car, go and sell in different places. And today she's managing our school. She is as strong as 7 men, and you can't mess up with her because she knows the pain it took us, the sacrifices they made and we made to build the school. One of the things we will have in the faith is that we see people who admire us, who call us God generals, but we don't allow them have experience, know what life is all about and ministry is all about by mentoring them, training them, demonstrating and teaching. All the young men that I mentor in town here know my philosophy, know how I manage money, know how I build houses, know how I buy properties, know how I manage my children and my wife. And I'm seeing the results in their lives. They are building houses, they are running companies, they are doing so many great things. Because 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 2, which is where I took my bearing for ministry for. What you have heard me say in the presence of many witnesses, entrust to reliable men who are able to teach others. The ways of the Lord can be taught. Prophecy can be taught. Word of knowledge can be taught. There were schools of prophets. Ministering in healing can be taught. Prosperity in terms of creating wealth legitimately can be taught. Successful and enduring marriages can be taught. And I share these things with my young ones. There are very few things I don't share with them. Because if men do not understand you, they will see you as being mysterious. And they will describe you the way they like. But those who know you will stand up to defend you. And so, the greatest need we have today is how to train our children to take over legacies, to take over businesses, to take over management of our families, and to take over the management of this nation. We are recycling the same old people, and our young men are still idolizing us and defending us. They have not learned from us. So you can see the deeds of God, but do you know the ways of the Lord? You can enjoy the luxuries of being born as an American citizen. Do you know how your father got there? Do you know how your father managed to reach where he is in life? Do we tell our stories to our children? My granddaughter will come and meet me. Daddy, come and teach me about poverty, about what you experienced when you were poor. And I will teach her. She will say, hey, child. But I was just planting some info into her mind to know where we are coming from. If you don't know where somebody gave you umbrella when rain started beating you, you won't know how to return it. So the greatest need of today is mentorship, to train people how things are done so that they don't make expensive mistakes. And in the next video, I'm going to be sharing with you about having an enduring marriage. When we were growing up, marriage should be enjoyable, should not be endured. That was a lie. You enjoy marriage and you endure marriage. I will teach you about the tetrahedral form of marriage. I remain your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. A seminar, my monthly webinar for my mentorship masterclass comes up on the 5th and on the 6th of July. You send a message to +234 7052 136763 or +234 8021219262. A flyer will be sent to you on how to register. Please, it is not free. If the number is too fast, just press the manuscript on your video. You will see all I am saying and you can copy it down and send me a message. God bless you. I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. God bless you. Remember, I have properties for sale.